Blog Talk Radio.
You are now listening to DC Radio.
Going full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Going full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Going full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Going full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Going full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Going full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. No, I'm not a killer. 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 You ain't fucking with me. 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 Come on. Going full throttle, man. Full throttle, man. Going full throttle, man. Full throttle, man.
Yeah, you already know. You rocking with the motherfucking best. We are back. The motherfucking 9th installment of the Clinic Radio Show. I am your motherfucking host, your main motherfucking shit stain, Larry motherfucking Cushenberry. And would you please say the motherfucker, you know what I mean, a.k.a. Buddha Man, a.k.a. all that shit. You know how we get down? Yeah, and we should have us a live story today. You know how we do. We run on CP time and all that type of shit. So, you know, I got to wait for my co-host to get here. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about women, and specifically black women, but we're going to talk about women in their hair and the weaves and the wigs, and we're going to get all off into that. You know that's drama. Anytime you talking about a woman's head, you talking motherfucking drama. You feel me? So we're going to talk about that shit. Then we're going to get off into this little game I want to play. Most people play it, you know, like if they trying to fill out the person that they want to date or something like that. You know, it's called the questions game. But we not going, you know, it might be a couple of little lewd questions because we coming up with questions ourselves. But, you know, we're going to ask a couple of callers some questions in the questions game. We're going to ask each other questions in the questions game, you know what I mean, have a little fun, you know, find out a little bit about each other, that type of shit, you know what I'm saying, and we're going to get it in. After that, like halfway through the show, we're going to have this interview with this female who's a rape victim. She's been raped multiple times, you know what I mean? And one thing I do respect about this woman is no matter what she's been through, she continues to keep her head up high and try not to let that, you know, affect her life physically, mentally, or emotionally. I mean, of course, it has some drawbacks. What's good, Sweets? First, you know, it's always drawbacks when this person's been raped, you know what I mean? But as far as I know her, she's done a good job of keeping who she is. And, you know, I like freaks, you know what I mean? She's a freak to heart, you know, not a hoe, but a freak to heart, you know what I mean? And she keep it pushing, you know what I mean? She does what's necessary. So I think it'll be cool talking to her, seeing what her mindset is, you know what I mean? And if you want to call in and talk about that, then we can talk about that. What's good, bro?
Oh, blessed, baby. Taking it slow. Checking some traps, you know, it took me a minute, but I'm here.
For sure. You know what I mean? We're going to get into a lot of different things. Like I said, we're going to talk about women in their hair. We can jump off into that in one brief second, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm going to take this caller right quick, and we'll jump back in that in a minute and shit. You rocking live, DCR Radio, area code 602. Who is this?
My name's Kiki. I was just checking in to see what's going on the radio station.
Oh, how you doing, Kiki? Like I said, we're gonna talk about women in their hair today. You know what I mean? So you might have something to add since you are a woman, and our women co-hosts haven't made it to the show yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But basically, what I wanted to talk about, and since you are a woman, I got you online. Let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to disrespect black women or anything. I just really what I want to know is without women who have diseases or who have hair problems, hair issues like hair loss or cancer, you know, exclude them, because I understand totally why they need wigs, I understand, you know. But as far as for a woman who has a healthy head, who has a healthy set of hair, coat of hair on her head, why would you, especially if it's long, like, what's good, Flawless, you online, especially if it's long as hell or, you know, down your back to your shoulders, something like that, why would you cut your hair if you're the type of person that's going to turn around in 2 or 3 months and then start getting weaves and wearing wigs and stuff like that? I don't understand that.
And don't use the excuse you want to change your hairstyle because you drastically changed it from long to short already. Right.
No, I'm going to be real. I'm a real female, and I will explain why do women do that. First of all, women do it because sometimes they might have nappy hair, and their hair ain't going to function the way they want it to be, or it could be they insecure with their body and have to add fake stuff to theirs, or they want to be like Pocahontas and, you know, put different stuff in their hair. And you're not Pocahontas, so you might as well just stick with your hair. Like right now I'm in the process, I want to cut my hair. My hair is shoulder length or medium length or whatever you say, and I want to cut it because it's hot and frustrating. And then I feel like if I cut it, I'm going to want to put weave in because my shit's short.
Right. So
basically,
that's why you not cutting it.
Yeah, basically, you putting extensions in your hair and you cut your shit off. Is that, like, that makes sense? You should have kept your hair.
Right.
Okay, well, let me ask this real quick. My opinion is y'all just lazy as fuck. Second of all,
yes, that's true. That's true.
Wait a minute. Like you just said, your hair is shoulder length. It's about to get hot. You probably sweat a lot, or you just don't want all that shit on the back of your neck. I can dig that.
Right.
But in the same sense, what fucks me up is y'all turn around and cut y'all hair, turn right back around, run to the shop, spend $150 on some shit that look like it's touching your ass. What's the purpose of cutting your hair?
She just said that. That's that style shit.
Men always say that they want a woman with long hair. If a woman got short hair automatically, maybe they had put a lot of perms in their hair when they was younger and their hair ain't growing. And men always say, I want a girl with a long hair. I don't want no bald-headed bitch. So, therefore, women don't go get weaves to make like they got long hair, and they don't never show their real hair. Men make women insecure sometimes.
Well,
that's
so
true.
it's all on sometimes, too.
That's 100%
but that's
correct.
like Cuz said. I've seen chicks with hair down their back, and they still get weird. They put their shit in a bun, braid that shit up. That's why I say it's just you being lazy.
So hold up, though. Yeah. This is my thing about the whole thing, because you made a good point, and that makes sense. You know what I mean? But it goes deeper than that. That's why I brought the subject up. But it's like the stigmatism of good hair. You mentioned that. You know what I mean? Like you said, if a chick's hair is nappy or something like that, I mean, that's our culture. You know what I mean? And the reason I really wanted to bring this up is because I was reading something a couple of weeks ago where it was saying that as black people, our buying power is like $836 billion a year. That's what we like spend. That's our buying power. Out of $830 billion, we spent $500 billion on hair products and grooming shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a question for you. Why do black men go to white women? Because their hair is natural. And black women don't have good hair like that. Most men go to white women because they
Let me answer that right quick. Well, sweetheart, it ain't their hair.
Right. It is not the hair. It's far from that. And you know what I mean? And believe me, if your hair is, I mean, shoot, if you got natural hair, you know what I mean, and you got it in the cute style, you know how they have it, it'd be the little pull back, but it'd be a little afro puff or something like that. If you look good with it, you look good with it. And what I wanted to say that you had mentioned before was how guys say they love women with long hair. That is true, because I say the same thing and I do. And I was pissed the fuck off when my daughter cut her hair. Real talk. You know what I mean? But the whole thing is, if I meet you on the street and I like you when you got short hair, it's a done deal. You don't need long hair because I like you like that. Right. That's just a stigma that we say and what we would like to see. But if you don't have that, I mean, it take a weak man to down you because you ain't got long hair.
Okay, but you got to think about it. That's like when I was in middle school, I used to rock the afro puffs, the little ponytails, and I was like in the 8th grade. And my mom kept begging me to put a perm in my hair. I said, no, I want to do it natural. Do you know I got talked about motherfuckers like your chia pet, your chia, your hair about to set on fire. Everybody talks about my hair. And then you try to rock the shit today, you get into a fight with a bitch. The first thing they say, you're fucking bald-headed bitch if you ain't got no hair.
Hey, but in the fight, that helps you out, though, because y'all love to grab a girl's hair and just go to working on her ass. One hand full of hair, the other hand just wop, wop, wop. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I guess in the fight, that shit worked, that short hair.
Right. Long hair, too. Don't just say short hair, because females with long hair, wind that shit up. It's on
we got Lady KD online, too. What's going on? Lady KD. KDZ.
Hey, what's up?
K Dizzle, you online? You rocking? Yeah, we talk about this hair thing. I know you said it was taboo, and I better tread lightly, but I already gave my disclaimer. You know, sorry, people with cancer and shit. Sorry, people with the alopecia. You know, sorry with the people with all that type of shit. But just in general, a woman with a healthy
It's a healthy head of hair. Just like it sounds like our caller has a healthy head of hair, and it's fairly long. Your hair is natural and fairly long. Our other co-host, the female co-host, hair is natural and fairly long. And one thing that she told me, she's not black. One thing she told me was she went into work, and her girlfriend like, "Oh, girl, your hair long and pretty. What is it like? Something with your religion? Why you can't cut it?" She's like, "No, I don't want to cut it. You should cut your hair, get a cute style." Why the hell would you say that? Real talk. What's the purpose of cutting your hair to get a cute style?
I get bored with my hair. I know I always do. And I think I posted a picture recently talking about should I cut my bangs or not. It's always been like this issue where when I have my hair long, I'm, like getting a lot of compliments on how long it is. But when I have my hair cut in a style, I get compliments like, "Damn, your hair is sweet, girl. Your shit's sharp." And that, I don't know, for some reason that just makes me feel a little bit better because it's like I'm taking care of it and hooking it up. You know what I'm saying? But
you ain't never noticed,
you never
noticed that all them compliments out of the fucking blue about short hair was probably from other females though? I mean, we like a girl when their hair is sharp, but not too many guys gonna walk up on you when you got short hair like, "Damn, your hair is sharp." You might get a couple, but if your shit long, you'll get niggas trying to disrespect you, trying to rub your shit like, "Ooh, shit,"
Right.
Well,
you are right
my
about
thing
that.
is, if you gonna keep it short, keep it tight. That's some pineapple curls
Yeah.
and pin curl.
Yep.
Have it A1 butter if you gonna keep it tight. Short. But that old slick and shit with the jam grease and just slick back and shit, and then a swoop here and a swoop. No, that's some bullshit.
Got the comb over that motherfucker whipped around in a circle around their head and shit.
It's called a wrap.
Hell yeah.
Oh, a wrap? Yeah, that's what it is. It's a wrap. We don't even want to see that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my baby daddy, he said, "I don't want to lay in the bed with no nigga. You better not cut your hair."
Thank you. I'm bald head. I don't want to feel nobody who hair feel like mine.
Right.
If you got a mustache, cut that bitch. I love you, cut it. You know what I mean? I don't want to kiss you. My mustache is touching yours. It's all entangled. No, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I was younger, I was like, hair grow back. But now that I've gotten older, the reason I won't cut it is because I've noticed that the growth is not as fast as it used to be. It don't grow back as fast. So.
Amen.
And I got a question for everybody.
Yeah.
What happens to like somebody for who they are or what they are, no matter what they do to themselves? If you like a person and love them, you don't judge them for what they do to themselves because everybody's not perfect. And I feel like this: God made you who you are, and who are you to judge somebody about their hair?
So if you was dating Michael Jackson when he was black, and then you was still dating when he was white, you wouldn't have never told him nothing about what he doing. Like, baby, that nose ain't working. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have said nothing. Just love him for what he doing.
Nothing. Everybody had their flaws. Everybody not perfect. That's like some niggas go without washing and think they gonna get some pussy. With people, we just leave you alone.
You need to call more often.
I was thinking about to say that shit today. Somebody on my Facebook was like, "Do niggas wash their ass anymore?"
Right. Hey, look, check this out. I'm a barber. I cut hair. Right. I got guys coming to me. They walk in the shop. They got a whole true outfit on, a real true outfit. They just spent $4 on his pants. He just spent $3 on his shirt. That nigga got on some dog ass Nike. He just spent $125 for. And that nigga come in there and say, "I just want to get a line up." What the fuck? And your hair look like a fat been licking in that motherfucker. And then when a broad walk past the shop, y'all break y'all neck and run out the shop and looking like shit.
How much is this poured in my hand? You know what I mean? How much just to hit the sideburns? But that's how I go. I mean, shit, if you out there, unless you hustling a hell of a, you know what I mean, or you got you a hell of a job, though, really, how can you afford? I see a lot of these, they got a few pairs of trues and shit, but they walking down the street.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. A lot of people are cheap. They don't want to spend money.
Right. They look sweet as hell, but they walking.
But you got to think about something. Sometimes when people hustling, they don't care about how they look or fashion. They worrying about saving money and clocking dollars. They ain't worrying about how they look. And I ain't trying to be funny. Where I'm from, why would you try to bring attention to yourself? Keep doing the same shit you've been doing. Don't make yourself cause attention. So if you look bummy and you just got a line up, that's perfect from where I'm from. Shit.
And that's how most niggas is, hustling. That's how most niggas is. They, you know what I mean?
Where
like
you from,
said,
you wouldn't even know they got money. I'm from Detroit.
Oh, you where we at? Shit.
Oh, that's where we
at. You
at.
wouldn't even know they got money.
Yeah.
You'd be like, damn, that nigga a bum. look at this bum-ass nigga, but he pull out that pocket, he got a wad.
Pull that nut out.
You looking at him like, let me get a couple dollars, nigga. I ain't giving you shit, you just call me a bum.
And especially in this bitch, the Wild Wild West, that's the best way to be. I remember my dude I used to hang with. This nigga go on the store, buy $1 bill. This nigga I pulled the knot out and then let it be seen. Nigga, you gotta put that shit in your pocket. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers to get your ass out here. It's hard out here, shit. Real motherfucking talk. But I just, I was just like say, really just wondering about that weed shit because I really feel like something that me and Flawless was talking about earlier. It perpetuates the stigmatism that our hair is no good. Right. You know what I mean? If you look at the price of hair up in that bitch, it's almost based on like what do you call it? It's based on like race and your stature or your, you know what I mean? If you want, you ain't even gonna find no black hair in that motherfucker. Real talk. You know what I mean? But
actually, they do have black hair. It's not.
But it ain't bad. It ain't selling.
Yes, it is. Out here where I'm at, actually, females wear the little puffy hair. It look like an afro, and it looks real as shit. That's black people hair.
Right, and I see that look good, though. That's us. You know what I mean? But to go on out here and get all this shit that don't look nothing like your hair, your shit matted like a motherfucker, and you got this shit that's straight as hell, shiny, then the motherfucker looking like a horse's tail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shit, what the fuck is really good?
And then it would be funny as hell, too. You get a bitch to call another bitch, oh, you bald head, bitch, with all that weave in your head. Right. I'm like, well, bitch, what are you doing?
Thank you. You know, but you know, they all, if they got it done good, they all proclaim that they shit is theirs.
But I ain't trying to be funny. As soon as a nigga get mad at a female, you bald-headed bitch, that be the first thing come out their mouth. But when you got weave in there, you still call them bald-headed bitch. What's the difference?
Yeah. Bald-head, nappy-headed bitch, one of them motherfuckers coming out. Something is coming out. That's for sure. You know what I mean?
I'm high as hell with y'all funny as motherfucker.
That's that real shit, yeah.
Bald-headed bitch.
Right, that be the first thing. Get your bald-headed ass out of my motherfucking face, bitch. Why I gotta be bald-headed? That hurts girls' feelings. You call them bald-headed or talk about their hair. And then, another thing, when women have good hairdo, niggas don't never accomplish, like, baby, your hair look nice. That's like, I just curled my hair today and curled and made it crispy and made it straight. And I go in the back, think my dude gonna say, oh, baby, your hair look nice. He ain't say shit about my hair. But if I cut it off, he gonna be like, oh, you bald-headed. I don't want you to cut your hair. But you ain't say my hair was cute today.
I do that. I compliment my woman on her hair when I got one, and I notice when she changed her hair. You know what I mean? And it's not that I try to make a point of it, but I do. You know what I mean? When you got that big-ass haircut that look like a helmet, I notice that shit. You know what I mean? When matted on your head like you was just swimming, I noticed that. I noticed all the little
things. What you talking about, 27-piece cuz, the helmet?
Yeah, everybody look like they about to hop on a motorcycle or some shit.
That is not cute. I don't like that hairdo.
Wifey, what did you laugh at?
I'm Arab and black.
Who's that?
I'm talking to wife. Trying to figure out. You Arab and black, wifey?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
That's why you real.
What you mean by that?
That's what I mean.
I need to see one of them. I ain't seen too many of them. You know, I don't know who was the Arabic parent, the woman or the man, but if your mother was Arabic, she was. Oh, okay. I was about to say, because if it was a woman, she lucky. Yeah, she lucky she ain't dead. You know, they don't play that.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you know, my godfather is Arab, and I was over at his mother's house. No, man, his brother did though, bro. His mom sent me downstairs to go get a can of peaches and shit because she was making a peach cobbler, and I go down there to the pantry and shit, and his daughter down there, so I'm speaking to her, and she watching TV. I look, he come down there and see me. He went to talking Arab to her. She just jumped up, ran out the door crying. I go over to my dad. I say, Dad, you know what I'm saying? What's up? He was like, well, you know, in our culture, if our women mess with you guys, we got to cut their heads off. Period.
Yeah, that's the same thing my dad said, too.
They cut the bitch's head off flat out. They disown her. They cut her head off, let the spirit go the whole night because it's been tampered. It's been what they call that shit?
Like
that's
my dad, in his
they
country, they said that chop his fingers off if he found out that my mom is black. So my mom kept her a secret, and I found out when I was 18 years old. And he's married and has a family. He'd like hit him up on the cell phone, don't come to his job, because if his family found out in his country, they'd chop his fingers off.
I was just about to ask you that. Do anybody know, or how do they treat you?
I don't. Well, I know who my dad is, but I don't fuck with the nigga because I don't want to bring problems to him. You know what I'm saying? I keep it to myself.
But how do you feel about that?
I know who my dad is.
Wow.
Huh?
How do you feel about that? I mean, that's your pops. You know that's your pops. You love him and everything, but how do you feel about that?
Like, I feel abandoned because it's my mama's fault. She was a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And I feel fucked up because she should have known better than doing what she did. But it's not really, I don't really blame her for it, but I do at the same time because I'm like, this fucked up. I grew up majority of my life not knowing who my dad is. Then when I found out who the nigga is, he didn't want to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's fucked up. Your kids look just like me, but they a little bit lighter than me, and you treat me like shit, and you got to fuck 2 wives and shit like that, and it's crazy. And you can't fuck with black people, but you working in a black person community. It's crazy.
Right.
I feel
that's how
it's crazy.
Wow.
This thing got a store in Detroit, stores everywhere in Detroit, and I ain't getting none of that money.
Right.
And
that's
you know what, sweetie, real quick, I commend you. I'm glad that you got that much strength to keep your head up and be the black woman that you are, and stay strong and continue to get your shit together and show and prove to the world and to yourself and that another country that it can be done and you can do it. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
It's his loss, shit. It's his loss. It's his loss. He gonna be the one going to the grave like, damn, I got a daughter out here that I don't even barely talk to. That's on him.
Oh, I'm sure he fucked up over it. You know what I mean? But with that type of culture, it's almost like, what can you do? And that's what trips me out too, because I see a lot of that. Everybody, if you stay in Detroit, you didn't grew up down the block from a store with Chaldeans, Arabs, somebody to own it, and you basically grew up with them. You know what I mean? So you know what goes on and shit like that, and that's crazy because I see it all the time. They love our women. You know what I mean? They will talk to our women, but
I got a question. How come it's okay for them to fuck black women?
What do you say?
It's not okay for them to fuck black women, but it's okay for them to. How to go? It's not okay for the black men to have sex with their woman.
Right.
They ready to kill your ass. But when the dudes want to have sex with the women, it's okay because the first thing my black people gonna think, oh, this nigga got money, he gonna break bread for the pussy. And some chicks are like that. They gold diggers, and they gonna be like, oh, this nigga got bread, he gonna pay for the pussy and take care of me. And that's how my mom thought when she was younger.
But what the problem is it's actually the same thing you talking about. Okay, you can fuck with this woman. You might like her. You might just want some. You can fuck with her, but ultimately, if you end up liking her, that's a no-win situation.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not about to make a family with her.
And that's fucked up. That you got a lot of Arabs that's quick to say, okay, I'm gonna spend that cash to get that ass. Then you got a lot of motherfucking bitches knowing that he gonna spend that cash to get that ass, but in the beginning, this motherfucker know from their culture we can have as many wives, many women as we want to, no matter what the fuck. But the catch-22 of that is, you know, if you fuck with this black woman, the shade and the umbrella that you're gonna have over your life from your family, from your culture. I mean, the consequences, you know what you're going to get into, but you like, fuck it, and a lot of them being played like your mom being played. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Bam, she pregnant, okay, well, fuck it, here you go, a few dollars, I'll holler at you, just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't really give a fuck, and I hate to say that, but that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up. That is truly fucked up, and you make a seed out here, and this motherfucker love you unconditional, and you not even there because of your culture, but you knew off rip what you was creating, what you was going to do in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Hey, why he covered his penis up? He could have covered up. Using Jimmy had something.
He could have covered up. He could have had on board.
Real talk. It ain't stopped nowadays. You know how I go. I mean, it may not been intentional. You know what I mean? Real talk. And that ain't to take nothing from you because I didn't intend on having my first daughter, you know what I mean? But I did, and I love her to death. I would never change it, you know what I mean? But she was not intentional. It may not have been intentional.
With that being said, cuz I ain't gonna try to switch the subject like y'all off a little bit, but I keep trying to tell people, sex is not for sexual gratification. It is for fucking reproducing. Flat out.
It's overrated now. It's overrated.
Sex was not created for you to go around and make yourself feel good at will. Sex was to populate the earth, bruh.
Oh, for sure, but I like the way it's been switched up a little bit, except for the bullshit situations.
Yeah, but I sure appreciate it.
But I think personally, it's all up to the dude's fault why women get pregnant, because the pussy be so good, y'all act like you can't pull out. What's the problem?
That's a whole other Jay Springer show.
Right.
Well, how about you now? How about you not shave that motherfucker and watch it then and see how much dick
I mean, she did make a valid point, though. I gotta give her that. She made a valid point.
You be having sex, baby, it feels so good. Oh, nigga, pull out, or I'm about to come so the woman can get up.
Hey, but what?
Be pushing back.
That's what I'm about to say.
What about the one that's holding the nigga's ass cheeks and shit and pulling the nigga to him?
Right. That's what I'm talking about. You like, oh shit, I'm about to get out. You know what I mean? This motherfucker pushing you to you, pushing you in. You know what I mean?
All the time. Where you want me to do that? What you think? Pull the hell out.
Shit, not if you grabbing me, pushing me in. That's what we say.
Right. Not all women do that though. Not all women do that. Most men just sneak and do it and be like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm my dick went down," knowing your ass just nutted. But if a woman dumb enough not to know a different nigga nut than theirs, I know when a nigga nutted me because my shit is different. And females ask, "Oh, girl, I didn't know he nutted."
I do a lot of lying to make myself look good. Did you come? No, but I'm tired. Good night.
Y'all should get a subject. Your next subject should be 28.
Y'all
next subject should be how come men always look. The next subject for y'all should be how come men always go long time when y'all first meet a chick, but then once you get used to the pussy, it be so quick. Why is that?
You know what? I ain't never had that problem, but what I did notice is that once I'm used to it, or we together like that, I might come home and just hit it real quick and go to sleep. But I've never really noticed that there was any difference when we just getting down. But, like, if you talking about a quickie is just what the name is called. That's like I got to go to work, and I say quickie, and you talking about more. Bitch, I say quickie.
No, a couple of my homegirls said that happened to them, and they asked me, I can't answer that question. I'm not a nigga.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
what up? Check this out, dog. What it is, man, is more or less that the anticipation, the excitement of it, the adrenaline is just going so rapid. It's past the mental. It ain't even in the meat stick. It's past the mental. You feel me? So once you get started, get going, there you go. You feel like it should have been made from the get-go. This was God put us here for me and you to be here right now. We should have been doing this. That's how both of you feel off rip because you just so enthused.
Good. I can't agree with that. I mean, really, for the most part, I kind of think, I know I'm probably different from the norm, but I got to think that when you get used to something, it's kind of, it seems like it should take longer.
Once you take longer,
but it goes the other way.
When you first get with the chick, y'all first sex pain go long. It's been like this is fascinating, woo from both ends. But after 2 weeks later, we done hit the movies, we done smoked 4-5 blunts. Nigga, you ain't lasting long as you used to it. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So from a woman's perspective of saying, like, well, damn, I don't interest you no more. I don't excite you no more. You dig it? Because she'll feel it's her womanness or insecurity of herself by saying, like, damn, nigga, you ain't laughing like you was. And beforehand, them first 2 times, 3 times, your ass was so hard, nigga, I felt you in my earlobe. And it ain't like that no more. So that's what I'm explaining to her, that more
I always felt different.
But the thing about that is, instead of her feeling like that, So instead of him feeling like that, they need to figure out what's missing from them last 2 times. What did you do?
Exactly.
You ain't sensual like you used to be. You didn't grab my ass and hold me in like you did last time, since we was just talking about that.
But off real cuz, realistically, it ain't nothing but fuck in the first place. You feel me? Because if just like what you just said and what she's speaking about, if it was really going to lay like that and it was going to be straight paper to the glue and stick, it would be like that all the way through.
For sure.
Huh?
For sure. For sure. No, for sure. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I left niggas alone because of that situation happened to me before. Like, a majority of my life, like from the age 8 to about 19, I messed with females. And then, like, when I had sex with a dude when I was 18, lost my virginity, it was quick. And then the next dude I had sex with, it was quick, too. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I'm done. And then I'm like, I ain't got time for this quickie shit, man. And then I met somebody that can hang with me, and I'm like, I'm sticking with it. Fuck it.
Hey, that is the shit, ain't it? When you come at the same time.
Yeah.
Y'all said that already.
yeah.
I was in the call screening room. Hey, check this out. We got Miss Karma from last week online. You know, y'all say what's up to her and shit.
What's up, Miss Karma?
About what we were talking about
What's up,
too.
girl? Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey.
All right.
What's up?
Now you said you had something. You said you had a couple of comments to what we were talking about.
I sure do, and this is on the same subject, like about guys coming quickly. I've experienced, you know, when I seduce a guy, he do come quick, you know, at least twice in 10 minutes, and it took me off, but it kind of boosts me up a little bit because it lets me know how good I'm doing. Now, if I'm sitting with a guy for a while,
Miss Karma, excuse me. Are you laying on your phone?
Right, I was about to ask, you got the cheek on the phone? Yeah, because your mic is
laying
kind of
on your
muffled.
phone. We can't understand you too well. You need to say that again.
what's the last thing you heard me say?
There you go. We really didn't hear anything as soon as you started your subject, but we hear you perfectly. We hear you perfectly now.
That was good.
What was good?
We don't know.
What you
Tell us.
said was good.
Tell us. Don't vibe with Sweet Jet. Tell us. We want to vibe too.
I don't mind going over this. Okay, so I think if a guy comes fast, this is from experience. It's more so because I seduce them. You know, I like to mentally and physically stimulate a guy before I give him some head or some pussy, just to see how he's going to react or how fast he can come or if he's going to be able to have enough strength to get back up and give me the business. And 9 times out of 10, he's so excited and so turned on by, you know, visual and what I'm doing to him, he can't hold on.
Now, you know, most of these niggas out here talking about they bust 3 or 4 nuts where you get mad if what you just described doesn't happen in that order. Would that indicate to you that he had some sex before he got to you, or maybe the tricks that you pulling out your bag just ain't turning him on, you might have do something different?
Aha.
No,
I got you on that one, too. I think if you're in a relationship with a guy and he, let me say this right. You know I'm high. Bear with me.
There you go, baby. There you go.
We all on that level.
Yes, let's smoke. Let's smoke.
That's real good right there. Now, if a woman got that kicking it for a period of time and the sex used to be bomb, and then all of a sudden it starts to dwindle. You know, it's not as long, it's not as intimate, it's not as much caressing, it's not that much umph in it. And then he's busting fast. 9 times out of 10, he's cheating. That's it.
Oh, no.
Really? How about he might have had a hard day at work and he want to go ahead and knock that out and go ahead to sleep? Ain't got time for all that rustling and stuff.
You know what? That sounds real great. You know what I mean? If y'all kicking her while you're supposed to take time with your woman. If you can't sit up here and physically dick her down, at least eat her pussy for about 10 minutes and then dick her down and then take your ass to sleep. Other than that, if you come free and you her man, you fucking somebody else in there. I'm
going to hook you up in the real world, baby. If you believe that a nigga going to come home 5 days a week, we're going to give everybody Saturday and Sunday off. Everybody going to get Saturday and Sunday off in this conversation. If you believe a nigga going to come home 5 days a week after any 4-hour, 8-hour job, and then put in a good 3 hours of sex, you sadly mistaken. And if he do, you better check his medicine cabinet for either the blue pill or the purple.
Okay, let's say something.
And let me tell you why I say that. And let me tell you why I say that. I can only really speak for myself because I do some marathon fucking. I've done it, and I do it. But it's not
there's
all
a time
the time.
for that, if neither one of us is busy and all. But in a busy life where, we working, he working, however it may be, I'm not asking you to lay down for 3 hours. Shit, just give me at least 30 minutes of attention, and then maybe you can do whatever it is you want to do.
So what you saying is every motherfucking day or on command or whenever you talking about, whenever you deem that's when it's the time, this motherfucker supposed to perform to the utmost of his motherfucking ability. And see what I'm saying?
That's like me saying my bitch pussy better be wet every time I look at her. Every time.
That's what I was trying to explain. I'm sorry. What was our first caller? What's your name, dog?
Kiki.
All right, just like Kiki was talking about, and I was saying to her, sometimes, like Flawless said, shit, you might come home and hell yeah, that's your woman. You want to knock it out right quick, but that's the key word, right quick. You trying to get your ass in bed and see, the woman want all that attention and want everything like it was the first time, and you gonna get that, but not motherfucking today.
Right.
Okay, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm saying like this. If a man walking the door and he trying to give his woman a quickie, at least come in, give me a hug, rub me down, pull my hair, give me a nice ass kiss, spread my legs, and handle your business. Do it right in that order. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question real quick? What's your sign, Carla? Tell me you not an Aquarius.
No, she
I'm
no
not
Aquarius.
an
Got to be a
Aquarius.
Taurus or a Leo.
Nah, she ain't no
Oh,
Aquarius.
hell no. I'm none at all.
Hey, fuck you. I'm a Leo.
Scorpio?
No, I'm
you
a
the same
Libra.
fucking way, nigga.
I love
16,
Libra.
we still on flight 1, nigga.
She said she a Libra.
Hey, cuz, I got you, homie. I got you on the personal, nigga. I got you later, dog.
You
ain't worried about it. I'm going to you home.
You and Miss Carmen one and the same, man.
And just let y'all know, women can tell when men have sex, just to let you know.
Carla strike me as a role player. She want to come home and play the rape victim every now and then. Nigga he can't come in and use the dough. He got to break in the window and put a stocking over her head and do it, or then put her to sleep or some shit.
Motherfucker, switch it up. It's a variety. It's a spice of life. I don't want the same shit every day. That shit boring to the motherfucker.
Running their head with a 2-liter bottle of pop.
I just caught her. I just see what I'm saying. See how you just said that. See how you just said that.
Check this out, y'all. Okay, now all the hosts, did y'all get my text today? Did y'all kind of put something together what I asked you for the question game?
Yeah, I got one.
What about you, Sweeties?
Yeah, you know I got something different.
All right, now here go the rules to the question game. Okay, the rules is you got to tell the motherfucking truth. No, just out and out lying. If you can't tell the truth, let us know. You can't say what you need to say, but it's like that. You know what I mean? And it might not even be no personal shit like that, because I ain't really got nothing personal, but whatever we ask, everybody got to answer it in a timely manner, and you need to be truthful.
Okay.
Any questions?
My fault.
Well, we're going to let Carla go first because she sound anxious. We're going to give you 30 seconds on the clock.
But see, you got to give our callers a little extra time because I didn't text them. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna give them time.
I'm new to this.
This is what we're gonna do.
I'll go first.
That's what I'm about to say. It's gonna be you, then Sweets, then me, then Lady KD. We're gonna let the women go last so they can get their feel in. Then Lady KD, and then it'll be our 2 callers the way they came in, Kiki, and then Miss Carmen.
All right, here's my question. Have you ever been in a situation when you was in a relationship, be it either you women or men, either one is just, either don't matter. Right. You're in a relationship with somebody, and your mate's best friend propositioned you, and you took hold to it.
All right, now, first of all, you answer your own question. That's the trick. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have.
So you said the question is, have you ever been in a relationship or with somebody and their friend propositioned?
Yeah. No, not just their friend. Their best friend. Yeah.
Okay, and what? Just to get a little deeper, what did you do about it?
I went ahead and took her up on her offer, and we ended up being in a relationship for 3 years.
That's what's up.
Wow.
That pussy was good.
Sweets, you next.
Now, mind you, I didn't tell y'all what time frame it was. I was fresh out of high school. I shouldn't have said that, but yeah, I was fresh out of high school.
Yeah, that don't even matter. That don't even matter.
I ain't never did that. You ain't never
did that? Why you ain't do it?
Because if the motherfucker meant something to me, then that never would have popped off in the first place.
Right.
I mean,
that's
just like you. You know what I'm saying? That's like you.
Right.
If your girl came at me like that, I'm going to split her motherfucking shit.
Wide
open. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That's how I'm cut. But a nigga down the street, it was his broad and his, hell yeah, his mama too.
Now, personally, I ain't never did that per se. The way the question was asked, I ain't never did that. But what I have done that's similar to it is I had a partner when I was young. Him and his girl hooked me up with a chick on the phone. You know how you meet a person and don't see him. We all went to the movies. I seen her. I was not fucking impressed. Real fucking impressed. And you know what I mean? And through the course of me, him, and her trying to hook me up with old girl, he would hang up, and me and his girl would be talking on the phone. And what eventually happened was, in the movies, she was rubbing on him. This nigga busted in his pants. She couldn't respect him after that. We got to talking, and we was together for a couple of years. But I didn't get a proposition by the other girl. But that's how that happened. Now, Lady KD.
But you didn't take hold to the proposition after she got rid of Blood.
Well, I was the reason why she got rid of Blood, and that was my daughter.
Okay, I got you.
That and busting in your pants and y'all ain't even fucking. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Man,
well, I mean, he was anxious.
Hey, look, but that's what she was talking about. That's what Carver was talking about. She said that she feels cheated by shit like that because she put in work. This nigga getting all excited, blow up.
First of all,
she probably paid for the movies.
First of all, you being superhead on a nigga ass. If you being superhead on a nigga ass, you can't expect him to just last for, whatever. You got to expect him to bust. But then he got to have the stamina to get his ass back up and do the damn thing.
Right.
So what that means is maybe...
Okay, wait a minute. Why you use that the female has to have stamina? The dude's supposed to have stamina. The woman needs the ability.
Yeah, you're being defensive. I didn't say that.
You
know the hammer on me yet. I have not deserved the hammer yet. I will before the night is out.
Yes.
Huh?
I second that emotion.
But not now. I have not deserved the hammer. I'm talking about the guy. That's what I'm saying. You want this guy to do above and beyond what I say your typical guy do. Because when I found out that the typical round of sex was between 2 and 5 minutes, I was astonished. Like, I must be a fucking Superman. You know what I mean? 'Cause that shit is fucking ridiculous, dog. I ain't did shit like that since I was like 14, 15. Shit.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't even moan yet. What the fuck is that?
What's that? You ain't even moan yet?
All I did was take a deep breath, like...
You sound like you a murder addict, though.
Look, I put a nigga out, he give me a couple minutes. You better get your bitch ass out here.
Hey, Bill.
I feel sorry for a nigga.
Serious. That's how females feel, though. Like, a nigga you quickie, it's time for you to get home. Go home. Bye. I got to go to work in the morning.
But when a nigga takes you down, then you want it every time.
I'm not even interested in what the fuck you got to say.
Nigga, I ain't fix you no breakfast in the morning either.
Oh, y'all want to do that anyway, because if we take you down, you can't. And if we don't take you down, you
when my
can't.
nigga give me some good penis, he breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You hear me? On time, early in the morning.
And the so white of you. When you get good cockage, motherfuckers say good penis. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the game.
I don't
Lady KD, have you ever took up a proposition by a best friend or a close friend or somebody you were dating?
No, I ain't never been hit up like that. I've seen signs that, people's homies was, into me. I've even been told by the person I was with, yeah, he like you or whatever. I know that nigga wants you or whatever, but I ain't never been like flat out proposition like that. I think I always developed that homie kind of relationship with all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. They so cool with you, they don't even want to tell you they like you.
Yeah.
Right.
So. Yeah.
So okay, if you were ever proposition, do you think there's any situation where you would?
I ain't hear what.
He said you like the girl on Little House on Prairie or something like that. And my question was, if you were ever to be propositioned like that, do you think there's ever a situation where you may?
No.
Never?
No, no. I don't think it would be worth it. I don't think
even
it would
if
be
you
worth
wanted
it.
to?
I don't. Yeah, even if I wanted to, I don't think it would be worth it. I don't think that a person is off limits that knows somebody. Like, say, for instance, you find out that somebody that you was kicking it with knows somebody in the future, and you end up liking that person. Some people have a problem with that, but I don't think it's a problem with that. I mean, it's a small world. You can't help who you know or who knew you or whatever. So if that's the issue, then no, it wouldn't be no problem. But if the issue is I know y'all, tight, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all tight, y'all hang out together, and I know it. I met him through you, you know what I'm saying? It's like I wouldn't even know him without you introducing me to him, and then he come at me like that. First of all, my biggest dilemma is going to be who playing me. Is this nigga setting me up,
is he trying to beat you?
This other nigga just ain't shit, and I should, you know what I'm saying? It's just that would just cause I would be disgusted, actually. I would probably get my mouth blew out for calling somebody a hoe ass nigga. I don't know which one, but.
Hell nah. What about you, Kiki? Kiki, what about you? You ever took somebody up on that offer?
What was the question again?
The question is, have you ever been dating someone and their best friend or a real close friend of them came on to you, and did you accept, and what did you do?
Yeah, that happened to me when I was a lot younger. Like, when I was 16 years old, I was kicking it with this girl that I grew up with. She taught me everything I know. And then when I went to Job Corps, I ended up meeting somebody. And kind of find out it was somebody she knew, and it was best friends, and everybody in the little circle knew everybody. And she tried to hook me up with the Ooga Booga. So when a dude came home from Job Corps, I was like, I know him, and he came over to the house to fuck her. After me and her broke up, but we were still fucking. Everybody was fucking everybody. Well, me and her was fucking, and then she was fucking him. So happened so New Year's Day, she called him to come over to do a threesome with her and her homegirl, and I cock blocked on the shit, because I made him stay on the phone with me all night. I made him stay on the phone with me all night. Yes, I made him stay on the phone with me all night on New Year's Day, and then I went to Detroit and got the nigga, and we still together to this day. It's 4 years later.
Wow. So that shit worked for you. You set that motherfucking interception up and shit. That's what it was. That wasn't a block. That was an interception.
The Lions need your ass.
But see, the thing was, everybody knew everybody, but we didn't know that I didn't know she was fucking him until he came to Detroit and came over to fuck her. Me and him was in Job Corps together, and he kept trying to get at me, and I'm like, I like chicks. And then so when I found out she liked him, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm about to cock black on this shit. So we've been kicking it cool ever since. Like, we was friends at first, and now we've been together, and we got a kid together. And the girl's still mad at me to this day. We still best friends, though, me and the girl. We talk all the time, and she always be like, bitch, I hate you. But really, she don't. She be mad, like, I could have got that dick. You know what I'm saying? And she be mad that she know. Yeah, she really upset. But all our life, she been cock-blocking on me, too. Like, this one person I like, she fucked this nigga, and I liked him, and I never had sex with him. But we got into a fight over this nigga because she wanted him. So I turned around and did the same shit to her that she did to me. Basically.
So y'all frenemies. Y'all the best of friends.
Right.
Yeah, we friends. We like friends, lovers, and enemies, man. We get mad at each other, but then we be okay because we cancers. We don't stay mad at people for a long time.
Now,
y'all don't? That must be just females.
Well, I'm gonna keep your number down and shit. So when we prank call somebody, you next. I'm glad you don't stay mad. Shit, woo. My computer shut down, so I wasn't able to edit the prank call so that you can't hear the person's name. But we're gonna have that prank call next week. Sweets, you know who the person is. We prank called them. We had to you know, we do bad shit. You know what I mean? It's one of our friends. He down on his luck. He got disability coming to his house, and we called his house and act like we were like the IRS and that he owed taxes and that like we garnished everything that he was about to get this month. You know what I mean? So
like that to me.
Fucked up. You know what I mean? But that's what
Somebody
we
act
do.
like there was a police detective. My friend called me from the Army. He acted like he was a police detective. And he was like, where was you at the other night? Was you at a party with big booty girls and you was touching on ass and they was doing drugs and shit? I'm like, excuse me, sir, what's this? They call me private. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm all nervous
like
and shit and shaking.
Right?
No, hell no. Nigga, I ain't admitting to that shit. I was at my granny house where I'm at now. That's what I told him. I said, I wasn't nowhere my grandma. I tell you, I was here hanging out her window smoking blunt. That's what I told him. And he was like, well, excuse me, you got to come down for a question. And nigga, I was shaking in my boots. He was like, we're going to have to come pick you up. What's your address?
Did you say you was at your grandma's house smoking a blunt with your grandma?
Hell yeah.
That shit is funny.
That's that real shit, though. Hey, Miss Palmer.
My whole family smoke, man. My whole family smoke weed, so
that is
I'm telling you. I'm hanging out the window right now, hanging, smoking. Because she stayed in an apartment. Used to be on 6 miles forward. So I'm hanging out the apartment window smoking right now, me and the cat and my granny. That nigga was like, well, you got to come down for questioning. Somebody end up dead.
Wait. Let me ask something. Did somebody ask their second question? Was I the only person to ask?
No, we still got one person to go. Miss Carmen, you still alive with us?
Yeah, I'm still on. I'm just listening to y'all waiting for my turn.
You remember the question? Have you ever gotten the
I do remember the question.
Proposed?
Have I ever been propositioned by a friend of the person that I was seeing? I was dating this other guy. Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you. I was dating this guy, and I was cheating on him. I was young, you know what I mean, 16, 17 years old, so I was cheating on him. I just had 2 guys at one time. And one of them had a friend. We all went to the same school together, and when I was hanging out with my other boyfriend, he was cool with that dude, too. Like, fuck.
The other boyfriend? The other white meat.
So what was the outcome of that?
Well, you know, I kept both of them until the other one started.
You went into Donald Duck mode. We can't understand you. Hello?
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm like laying under my fan. Hold up.
That motherfucker sound like
I was about to say she whispering, so old boy in the bathroom taking the shit down here. He taking a long ass shit.
No, but I stayed with the both of them until one of them said something.
They fucked it up. Which one said something? The new one or the old?
He came at me like, yeah, so I heard you talk to some dude that go to Notre Dame. And I'm like, oh, who told you that? You know what I mean?
A little bird.
All right, sweet.
So, you know, eventually I broke up with both of them and got with 2 other guys, but I didn't know that they was friends. How I found out they was friends is I was walking to school, you know what I mean?
Like you, left and right.
Yeah, like 2. She like, I got 2 more. Like, hell yeah, that's what's up.
No,
this is
the last one. I'm going to make you quick, though. You got to listen to it.
Keep this out. This the problem. This is the problem right here. We running low because I got to call old girl who been raped, and we're going to question her about how she keeping her life together. She been raped multiple times. You know what I mean? And she's still a freak. She's still a fucking freak. She still do what she need to do to get her shit done. And I want to talk to her. So what we got to do is we got to run through these questions now. Okay? We got to run through these bitches. Everybody get like 30 to 40 seconds to say they answer. And we got to start with
I'm sorry. Now. I was just answering a question since everybody else was conversating for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Cool. That fucked us up.
I'm ready for the next question.
That's what fucked us up. So, Sweets.
All right. Check this out. Who fucked one of their peoples that they was dating, family members, one of their cousins?
That's my same question, though.
Or maybe hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the same question, ain't it?
Yeah, it's almost the same question. Because if we fuck somebody close to who he's fucking with, then that might have been their family member.
Right.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to hold you to last. So you got until the last question to think of your question, okay? You feel me? I mean, that way you can think of something else that you want to ask us. You know what I mean?
Come on, Kiki.
Because that was your question, but, you know, it's almost the same question.
I'm lost.
Okay.
He gonna ask the question number 3 since he didn't have a good enough question for number 2.
Yeah, send me the question as number 1. That's all.
You got to come up with another question, and you can do whatever, however you want it. You know what I mean? This is a game. Shit, we ain't no really major rules. Okay, now this is my question.
I have a question.
Yeah. Yes. Who's this? Kiki.
So
okay,
everybody ask questions.
Yeah, you ask a question and we all got to answer it, but we got to breeze through them bitches now. So you got to get your
Why
shit
do females
nice.
lie and say they ain't bisexual even though they had ate another girl out?
Okay, boom. That starts with Flawless.
What was the question again?
Why do chicks say they ain't bisexual and they had sex or let a girl eat them out? Even though just because the chicks say they don't eat pussy, but they let another bitch eat their pussy. Why do they think they ain't bisexual?
They curious.
And I'm going to just stretch your question a little further because that go for men and women. You know, niggas think it's cool to let niggas suck their dick. I don't understand none of that. But my political answer to that question is, it's sociably acceptable for women to appear lesbian. Y'all kiss each other in the face. Y'all go to the bathroom with each other. Y'all even change clothes in front of each other.
Women do that when they drunk.
Wait. This man is my cousin. He better not even think about taking his socks off in front of me.
But niggas do bust those and you still see another dick. I ain't trying to be funny. Back in the day when I was growing up, my homegirl would be like, this nigga ran a train on me. 2 niggas in the room. You still looking at another nigga penis, so what's the difference?
You sure are, because you can hear it.
But see,
y'all sizing each other up. Am I getting that motherfucker?
Listen, your eyes don't carry sin. Your thoughts carry sin. Your eyes don't carry sin. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a difference, but we got to go to Sweets right now because we got like 5 more questions to go.
Did everybody answer, though? Did everybody answer the question?
No,
well,
it was yours. Now
I
we got to
just
go
think
to Sweets.
it's closeted.
Okay, go ahead, Sweets.
No, I ain't with none of that shit. And I'm with Flawless. It's acceptable for y'all to do the shit. It's been fucking natural. Y'all in the movies, y'all stand up on that fucking waterfall and bathing each other or some dumb shit, pour milk and coconut and shit. So,
right, y'all rub tanning lotion on each other.
Now here you go. Now, I'm almost just like the other 2 fellas. You know what I mean? The thing with women is y'all will help each other with y'all bra. Y'all will be like, do these panties look good? Like the cuz said, he better not stand in front of me with some drawers on. Talking about these drawers look good. I'm a hanging nigga. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that shit. So
in certain situations that females do things and guys just can't do them. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, they can do it, but you just don't get looked at a little bit differently. You know what I mean?
But we aren't even talking about that. We're talking about the simple fact about how women will act like they're not gay or they're not bisexual or they don't have any of that type of shit what they talking about, but they will go to a certain length or extent that is still deemed bisexual or motherfucking gay. And the bottom line is, like Cuz said, the first Cuz, it is acceptable in today's society. Second of all, it ain't no different than dating a guy. You think because you're dating a girl, you dating somebody like you, it ain't no difference. Motherfuckers cheat, motherfuckers do this, motherfuckers do that, and motherfuckers get down on the down low and say they not doing it.
Right.
Bottom line. Yeah. You know what I mean? Bottom line. Guys do it, women do it. They okay, you get your pussy ate, but you ain't eating no pussy. So that makes you not bi? No, you still bi because you got somebody that's the same gender as you.
Gender.
Going down on you, doing whatever. And now it's on Lady KD.
Yeah, I was basically gonna just say the same thing. It's closeted behavior, basically down low behavior, whether it's male or female. If you're getting down with somebody of the same sex, you know what I'm saying, then you have some kind of potential to, you know, have homosexual feelings, you know, period, because you're not going to allow somebody of the same sex to do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable unless you have a comfort level. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not comfortable with that, I mean, because like I'm not, a lot of women are touchy feely, but I'm not really touchy feely. So some kind of touchy feeliness makes me feel creepy. Like, bitch, you did not have to rub all the way from the top of my back to the lower part of my back just to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, are you trying to tell me something? Right. It's like that was not necessary. You could have just said that's a cute top. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't be knowing whether to swing on a bitch or just, be like she's more touchy-feely than most people. But I usually kind of like, put that arm's length like, okay, you making me feel creepy.
Mm-hmm. All right, now.
Okay, I had an experience with a female when I was 16 years old. I went down on her, she went down on me, but it didn't make me think that I was a lesbian. I just wanted to try it. At the time, my boyfriend was like, the only person that'll know how you feel when you come is another woman. And that struck my interest. Like, for real, okay, let's find one. You know what I mean? And so she didn't make me come, and now she a lesbian, and I still love men. You know what I mean? It was just more so just curiosity at that time, and that was it.
All right.
So you haven't done it again? You haven't done it again?
Have I done it again? Of course I slept with, a couple more females.
So it was curiosity, right? So it was curiosity.
I wanted the female to make me come. You know what I mean? These bisexual females, these lesbians talk about, I got the best tongue game and all this other type of shit. So make me come. And they didn't. And I guess it's more so because my head wasn't in it. I'm not attracted to women like that. And no woman has ever made me come. None of them. But guys,
you be coming like a sprinkler.
Ooh, but you don't think
well, you know what? The thing about it is that
act?
I think that I have a preference for the type of females that I like, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like thick women. It's like myself, big ass titties, big thighs, big ass booty. She got to be pretty in the face, attractive, articulate. You know what I mean? And if I get somebody who doesn't fit those standards, then naturally she's not gonna turn me on sexually. It's a fetish that needs to be fulfilled.
Is that still
But that sounds to me like you're attracted to women, right?
Right. A certain type, but yeah.
That sounds to me that you have a type and that you are attracted to women. So I mean, being
a female, I think women are beautiful. You know what I mean? We are attracted.
Well, yeah,
creatures.
but that's different than wanting them to make you come.
Being 34 years old, I cured my curiosity for eating pussy or having a female eat my pussy. I cured that. You know what I mean? Like 15 years ago. I'm 34 now. I'm not interested in women like that. But I know if I had a woman right now, I'll put a fish shine on the clit. I know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I mean? But I like men.
You still don't consider any of that bisexual acts because you say that you're not as much into it as men.
Well, I mean, if you look at it like that, if I had my choice to be with a woman, I would.
Don't worry about it.
But I'm choosing to be with a guy. I love it. I'm going to be honest. I love watching, lesbian porn because I have a tongue fetish. I like seeing women eat each other out. That shit is sexy than a motherfucker.
Me too.
But I want a guy to eat me out. You know what I mean? Not a female.
Okay, now,
like I said, I cured my curiosity of that because I'm not interested in women like that.
Now, I got one question on the flip side before we get to DJ Lady KD's question. How would you feel dating a man who has been with other men the way you have been with other women, claiming that he's not bisexual or gay?
Nasty.
Okay, first of all, if a dude let another dude suck his dick, bend his ass over, you're gay. You got stuck in your motherfucking booty, nigga, you
but
gay.
Not you.
Don't talk
but
about don't talk about that you ain't gay, nigga. Yes, you are, because you're going to always think, even when you're with a female like that,
I think that's a double standard. I think that's a double standard. I think that's a double standard big time. Because if a female can let another female perform a sexual act on her more than once, then she's just as much, bi or whatever as a guy is if he let a man do it.
There's no
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a double standard. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying, embrace it for what it is.
And they should use the word, bi or trisexual. I'll try it for a sexual experience, not necessarily I'm not gay or I'm not a lesbian. Just say I'm a trisexual. Shit, I'll try that shit.
Female gonna try it?
How many times female gonna try it?
She gonna keep saying it's trisexual. You gonna try it one time, you gonna try it 2 times, you gonna try it 3 times. Oh, I'm still trisexual. Yeah, right.
It's called trying.
Hey, how many times can you try before you buy?
You're bi because you did it
try it and you don't like it. That to me is just like.
How many times can you try before you buy?
If you do it more than 3 times, man.
I let a female eat me out 3 times by 3 different females. I didn't get the results that I had in my head. I didn't get the feeling that I wanted to experience.
You just shopping around.
Right, she was reaching the goal.
You just shopping around for the best tongue in town.
We
gotta go to Lady KD. We gotta go to Lady KD question. Lady KD, you got a question?
I ain't think of one yet. I gotta think of one. I really
I got 2 questions. You know what I mean? I got 2 questions. So, because I got a question for the host and I got a question for the callers. You know what I mean? Because you wouldn't understand the first question for the host. So, for the first question for you host is, if you were the only person who was on land and you had a stick or some shit, like a 20-foot stick, okay, and all the other hosts were drowning, who the first host that you would save and who was the last?
Oh, that's fucked up.
I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to answer this. This is what I'm going to answer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to holler out, Cuzzo, grab the stick. Hey, Sweet, get the rest of the stick. I'm going to pull both you ignorant motherfuckers in here at the same time. Get my fucking bastard.
Hey, I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to say like flawless. I'm going to say, Cuzzo, grab the stick. Hey, bitch, grab his leg. Come on, grab that ass. Come on.
With your legs,
we gotta populate with this motherfucker, dog. We gotta populate with this motherfucker. We gotta save one of them.
Hell no. What you think, Lady KD?
That's the most disturbing question ever. Okay, I'm gonna say it all nice and stuff. I would say the women first because I think the men might be stronger, and then maybe.
I can't swim at all.
Aw.
He over there with this shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna save whoever look like they drowning the most. So please, if you look like you drowning the most, then I'm gonna hand you the stick. And whoever seen it like they holding it down, floating, dog paddling or whatever, I'll get them. You know what I'm saying? I'll save people based on who the one look like they need it most.
Right.
You can answer that. I got a question for you. The question for my callers, because all those answer that. The question for the callers is this: what is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in public? Do tell.
That's for
I
me.
want to know. Do tell. No, this is for the callers.
Oh, for the callers. Okay, go ahead.
Who first?
I'll go first, so I can get it over with.
Okay.
I did a grocery store and I passed gas. I don't know where the fuck that shit came from. Just all of a sudden it just happened. Now that was the most embarrassing thing because it was like people all in the aisle and shit, and I was like, fuck, and it was loud.
Hell no! I set the light on, bro.
She was like, barrel.
I got a good story behind that. True story.
Come on, Kiki.
You said the most embarrassing thing I did in public?
You've ever done in public, the most embarrassing.
I got chased by a dog and I shitted on myself trying to jump the fence and I got caught upside down.
Oh, boy.
I ain't gonna never forget, it was on a street called Georgia in Detroit. A dog was chasing me and shit. And I had on Timberlands and a fucking Sherlin coat and I tried to jump the fucking fence and my pants ripped and had me hanging upside down and I shitted on myself.
I'm so sorry. I know you was traumatized after that experience because I know the fuck was.
I get in the house, my grandma said, "What's that shit on the back of your pants. I didn't even want to tell her ass. I said, Grandma, I pooped on myself. She called everybody. It was like, this girl shitted on herself. And I was so embarrassed.
Stop.
And then the lady house that I was in the back of, she like, baby, is you all right? I said, just call for somebody to help me down. She's sitting there laughing. Shit running down my leg and shit. It was all on my stomach because it ran down and I had on some new pants trying to run from a dog.
Boy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Y'all is fooling, boy. I swear to God, this got to be the best show. Y'all niggas got my cheeks hurting, dog. I'm talking about my
I know, my face
hurt. Hey, real talk. Hey, real quick, man.
Flawless, don't talk about me either.
We ain't talking about you, baby. You good. Hey, when I was about 7 years old, I was with my dad and my godmother and her kids. We was at the bank. This lady was standing in line. We were sitting down. This lady behind the little ropes. This lady stood there, man, and held her fucking fart. And it went, that shit would go around your heart and kill your ass. It just collapsed, dog, and hit the ground, and then let that motherfucker go. It felt like death in that bitch. I'll bullshit you now, but the lady died standing right there, dog. She collapsed.
Damn, she died and then farted.
Yep. Your body releases all your gases and air and everything anyway.
Yeah, you died too, you know.
Hey, this bitch hit the floor was like, brrr.
Real nigga, just like that.
You know
just
what?
Like that.
I'm laughing now, but if I seen that shit happen, I'll probably scream. You know what I mean?
I bullshit you now. That shit was crazy. We didn't know. We just looking at the lady laying on the floor. We figured like she looked like a church lady, so maybe she's fainting like they be doing in church. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
That on the like, what the fuck?
Y'all got motherfucking chest hurting.
That happened to me when I was in church as a kid. I passed gas while I was quiet in church, and the seats echoed. It was loud as shit. Everybody looked at me. My grandma elbowed the shit out of me. I said I couldn't help it. And you know, when you're in church, your grandparents don't want you to get up and go to the bathroom. They be like, stop smacking that gum. I said, I got to go. You get in the hot seat, and I was farted. Like, let me just ease it out a little bit. That shit, the chairs used to be shiny. That bitch was like,
hell no.
Stop talking too. I was a badass kid, man.
What we need to get into? We talking about farting and shit. Oh my God. Hey, Miss Karma, did you ever come up with a question, darling?
Say it again.
Did you ever come up with a question for us?
I've been so busy laughing.
Okay, well y'all go ahead and converse for a minute.
Okay.
I
got a question.
I'm about to get our interviewer on the line right after your question. Go ahead.
Okay. Why is it that when a guy meets a female for the first time, if she decides to fuck you like you want to fuck her, why is she the hoe?
Flawless.
Why can't she
that's
just
a good question.
be a female that know what she want out of life? You know what I mean? Why y'all got to call her a hoe? Because she fucked you the first day y'all met. I mean, if the feelings is mutual and shit like that, I mean, the chemistry there, both of y'all wind up fucking each other, but why she got to be called a hoe?
Flawless. Are you there,
anyone, sir? At any time.
Flawless. Anyone. Flawless.
Well, let me go this week, baby. Let me go and give it to you like this. I'm with you. If the feeling is mutual, you know what I'm saying, and I think I've said this before on the show, when you see me in the club, you looked at me across the fucking room just like I looked at you. You knew what you wanted to do, what time it was. You weren't thinking about the future. Do I cut grass? How do I treat the kids and shit? You looked at me like that nigga look good. I looked at her like that bitch got a fat ass. I want to tear that ass up. So I'm with you as the feeling is mutual, and in that sense, both of us hoes did. You know what I mean? Because we ain't no different. You did. Ain't no different because I've been around and came across a girl that I'm like, no, I'm not going to fuck with you. Not like I didn't want to. It was just like I wasn't feeling it like that. And I wanted that shit y'all look for on Lifetime. I wanted to kick it. I wanted to sit and shoot the shit with you and smoke and giggle, laugh. I didn't really want to jump your balls, you know what I mean? So I've been in that position too. But, yeah, I'm with you, though. If the feeling is mutual, we both hold in.
Check 1, 2. Can y'all hear me? I got disconnected.
Yeah, we got you now.
Okay, yeah. My thing, like, men who call women hoes are insecure about themselves when they know that the woman out there getting it like them, and they feel stricken by a female that got the same kind of game they got. Because if that's the case, the situation that you described, Miss Carla, this niggas out there just like that. They just got to set it off.
You know, and that's valid. You know what I mean? But I feel like this though. I feel like I don't feel insecure. I'm not conceited. I don't feel I'm insecure, but I will call a hoe, whether it's a male or a female. I will do that. Because you are. Just like if you ask like a question, then I'm gonna call you a bitch, whether you a male or a female. So, you know, I mean,
right, I do that
changes,
too. But men become very offended when a female calls him a bitch.
Hold on, Miss Carmen. Hold on, Miss Carmen. You can't answer your own question. Nobody else answered their own question.
I didn't answer it. I was making a statement. Please, why y'all being so hostile with me? I am being very nice.
Leave it though.
Ain't nobody being hostile with you, baby.
Ain't no hostility. You know what I mean? But think it though. The whole thing is, you know what I mean. The whole thing is, if you a hoe, you a hoe. Now doing your thing, doing what you do, don't constitute you as a hoe.
Yeah, because that was my question. What constitutes anybody in a hoe?
I got a question.
You don't have to. In my book, what constitutes you as a hoe is a motherfucker who has very little moral value on who the fuck you fuck, not how many you fucking. It's like if you would take any at all, I mean, I would consider you a hoe. I don't know how nobody else feels. You know what I mean? But, like, if you see this one and you like her and y'all chopping and that's what y'all do and y'all ain't like man and woman, and you see another one and you chopping with her, y'all ain't man and woman, then that's what you do, whether you a female or a male. But if you just fuck with whatever the fuck you see that's talking about what's popping for tonight, I deem you as a hoe, and that's only my opinion. My opinion only carries weight in my mind, really, you know what I mean?
Oh, it's no problem. I'll make sure if I ever met you in the street, I will not sleep with you, even if I was attracted to you. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, regardless of how it goes, because, I mean, I don't even know how that was supposed to come across, but there's always more than one. You feel me? So, I don't know how that was supposed to come across, but, I mean, bottom line is if you a hoe, you a hoe. Shit, I done slept with a chick and end up was fucking around and staying with her ass for a few months and shit because she didn't want to let me go nowhere. You know what I mean? It was cool, but I wasn't a hoe because I wasn't still fucking with her and fucking with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 motherfuckers.
I think if a female's in a committed relationship, like married or supposed to be in a relationship with one man, and she turn around and she fuck like every time she go out, she fucking somebody new. That's a hoe right there.
That's a hoe.
But if the female is single, she don't have no attachments, no ties to no man. If she decides to go out every Friday night and pick up one nigga to sleep with, they just basically just motherfucker. If you say she a hoe by doing that, then the nigga hoes too. We two motherfucking hoes.
I never said a nigga wasn't a hoe for doing that. See, you putting words in my mouth to make what you think.
No, I'm not putting words in your mouth, baby. I'm just stating an opinion. You say yours, I'm stating mine. Don't be offended, sweetheart, because I'm not offended with you.
I'm never offended. I'm never offended, and I told you I ain't been mad since 2010. I'm good on this shit. I'm just giving my opinion. You know what I mean? And that is my opinion. Now, if you ever hear me call you a hoe or something, then you know that. But if I ain't called you no hoe, then don't get offended with me. But that's my motherfucking opinion.
How did I get offended with you? I'm just saying how different.
If you got a man or if you ain't got a man. If you motherfucking
ass we taking up too much time on that.
Ding, ding. Y'all
taking up too much time on that. We taking up too much time on that.
I know, it's only one person arguing about it.
It's on you, KD.
Okay, well, I was going to ask you the second question, what is the definition of a hoe? But y'all just went through it, so I guess that cancels that out. But can I just answer the question about my most embarrassing thing? Because I didn't get a chance to answer that, and it's so funny to me. You ready?
We listening. Let me go get my strawberry reader real quick. Go ahead.
Okay. I was a teenager, and there was this it was this guy that moved on our street, and he was like super, super cute, right? And so he had like light eyes, and he used to always like lift. Yeah, no, I was just saying, he used to lift weights in the window upstairs so we could see him. He knew we would be looking at him, right? So one day I was trying to do the sexy like Baywatch run down the street. I was walking my dog, and I was running down the street, and I wanted it to go like in slow motion, like because I had my hair in a ponytail and it was swinging from side to side.
Long hair, don't care.
Yeah, and then I had just got boobs not too long, like that summer I had just got boobs. So, like, my boobs were kind of, like, bouncing when I was running. So I was just like, I know I'm looking so cute. And my dog was running. We was looking all cute and shit. And then this little fat fucker, my dog, he crosses in front of me, and I tripped over the leaf. And I landed on my chest, and my boobs was hurting so bad. And I just laid there crying.
That's very
I couldn't breathe. It knocked the air out of me.
The funniest part about that, I want to tell you the funny part out of that to me. When your ass just said you wanted it to be in slow motion. Hilarious shit. Like a nigga in real life just push a button and you start running slow. And your newfound titties is just bouncing real slow and gentle.
Yo, y'all know how I do. I interrupt shit. We gotta break in. We got my man online. He said he knows something about what y'all talking about. He said, girl was talking about them light-skinned niggas. He said his name is Mo Reefa, the albino.
Mo Reefa, the albino.
That shit. Real fucking
Hello?
What's good, bro?
Yeah, what's going on? Hello?
What's good, man?
What's going on, my niggas? You know what I'm saying? My niggas and my nigga rest. What's going on, Shawakatima? You know what I'm saying? I was hearing your story about your titties bouncing up and down, you know what I'm saying, with the nigga, with the light-skinned nigga looking out the window. You know what I'm saying? And I got some lots to say about that because, I'm as albino. You know what I'm saying? I got pink skin, blonde hair, and gray eyes. And I be calling this ghetto chat line out of New York. And they got a lot of dark-skinned hoes on there. They got a lot of mental, physical, and psychological problems. And a lot of broke-ass niggas. But since you talk about light-skinned and dark-skinned, you got to understand, when you was bouncing around and running like one of them snow hoes, that shit don't work right because you got to wear your weave straight. You can't be light-skinned with a dark-skinned weave. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Oh, no, I don't have weave. I have long hair naturally.
You have long hair, Shorty? How long is your hair? How long is your hair?
My hair is down the middle of my back.
And you black, Shorty?
Yes.
How the hell you got hair down in the middle of your back? What, it grew since you was born? You ain't cut it?
No, I used to wear my hair real short, and I grew it out. But my hair is like in the middle of my back, and I'm dark-skinned.
And you dark-skinned with an overgrown weave. That's crazy, Shorty. The hell you talking about you looking like that with a dark-skinned overgrown weave? You telling me that shit's real?
He said overgrown weave.
What you got, dreadlocks, Shorty? What you talking about?
Chia pet.
No, I got a perm.
You look like a pimp. Okay, you got a perm. But we know that motherfucking shrink is going to look like a dead chia pet. What you talking about, Shorty?
Wow.
Yeah, I ain't hating on my dirty black hoes and my bitch-ass niggas. I'm just keeping it real deal Holyfield.
Hey,
that's how I talk. Yeah, what's up, brother, man?
That's for the albino right there, man.
Yeah. You know how we do it. Because I used to be on Blog Talk Radio with this boy out of New Jersey. He used to have this Blog Talk Radio. He used to have all these hoes call up. We used to try to do the whammy jammy on them. You know what I'm saying? And they was pretty and dark-skinned. But, I don't know what Shorty, how much you weigh, Shorty? How much you weigh, bro?
I'm a big girl.
How much is a big girl? How much you weigh? How much you big girls weigh? How much you big girls weigh?
My picture is online. I ain't finna tell you my weight, though.
No, you that big, Shorty? Come on, baby girl. How big is you?
I'm gonna give her 156, but she only 4'9".
I don't know. I said 4'9", 156. Bitch, you like a walking garbage can. What the hell are you talking about? Shorty? Goddamn.
Oh my God.
Where your chin at? What you got? Neck and dish titties? You know what I'm saying, Shorty? What's going on over there?
He's toes.
And what about the other girls?
Are you famous? Are you fucking famous?
Shorty, of course I'm famous, Shorty. Let me tell you, I'm a chat line celebrity. I'm a chat line legend. I call this ghetto chat line. It's 218-895. Huh? What that dirty black hole say? What you yelling screaming about, Shorty? What you trying to hate on a nigga for?
I said you corny as shit, yo.
Shut your ugly ass up, you bald-headed motherfucker. Ain't no one corny over here, bitch.
Your
nasty weave and cut it off.
Blow the weave. The next topic is conversation.
Oh, Shorty, I tell you one thing.
Got to do a time.
So I tell you one thing, Shorty, I slapped the A's out your body. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch. You ugly ass dog skin motherfucker. Talking about you got to weave down to your pubic weave. You know what I'm saying? You ugly ass dirty black hoe.
Excuse me, wrong person.
Oh.
I don't have weave in my hair.
Oh, you the one that talking about you got that natural hair, right?
Shut the fuck up.
And you hating on me, bitch? Bitch, I cut your hair off and make it look like you bald-headed again, bitch. The fuck you talking about? Bitch, your hair look like a dead dog. What the fuck you mean, bitch?
You know that, man. That's why you sound like you can't breathe, ho.
Oh my God.
This is crazy.
This nigga over here sound like a damn Cheerio. Can you breathe, man? He talking about female fat. With his fat ass. Oompa Loompa. Get your bitch ass off here.
Hey, that's my
Oh my God.
I know. The ghost that came in and fucked y'all up and left.
Motherfucking Casper ass motherfucker.
He was going out of control. Y'all couldn't get no word in, but that shit was funny to them motherfuckers.
That shit was funny as
He sounds like motherfucking that dude in Barbershop, his characters.
Yes.
He that's who he sound like.
Yeah, he was funny.
Stuck behind the teeth or something. Like he sucked his motherfucking thumb. Hairy ass motherfucker.
Oh, my man came in and showed the fuck out.
He pissed me off.
God, that shit was funny though. We needed that. Yeah. That shit was funny and right on time.
Albino, I'll give you 10, baby. You get a 10
that nigga
on my
say Mo Reefer. Hey, this nigga say Mo Reefer, dog.
That nigga said, "What is you, a walking garbage can?"
He said, "I'm an albino."
Your head look like a dead dog.
Oh my God, man!
My face hurt. I swear, I need a cheek massage. That shit got my face hurt.
You said what? I said you lame. I said he sounded lame as fuck.
He ain't funny though.
He wasn't fucking funny. Will's funny. He talked like he's something caught in his damn throat and shit. A hairball.
No, because I wasn't expecting that. At first, I just.
Hey, what's the next topic? Cause you got some music to play real quick. No, he over in the green room. Yeah,
yo. Yeah, I'm back. Check this out, y'all.
I might fall off for a minute. I'm gonna come back though, cause I gotta change this battery.
That's cool.
Okay.
We know how them androids.
Change the clip.
Hey yo, we got our interviewee online and shit. We got the young lady. We ain't really saying no names or nothing, but we got the young lady who has been raped a few times. You know what I mean? And like I said, she's staying strong with her shit. She a freak. She like us. You know what I mean? She family and shit. And it's just I want to see how in the fuck did she maintain and keep her physical, mental, emotional, intact as much as she could, and also what has affected her, what is different. You know what I mean? It was just some shit I wanted to talk about when she was telling me her story. I thought other women who may have been raped may have, they might benefit from this. So we're going to welcome her to the line right now. How you doing, darling?
How you doing?
You all right?
Hey, welcome to the show.
What's going on, love? You all right?
Oh, for sure. I'm sure. I'm tripping on your show. I'm up here dying laughing.
Oh, my God.
I was cracking
up. That's what we do, Clinic Radio.
I need this nigga to call next week, too. That shit was funny. Motherfucker.
That shit was
check this out.
Oh, boy.
I want you to start from the beginning. I want you to start from the beginning, your very first rape, and walk us through it, and we'll ask questions as we need to.
The first time, actually, it was 2 incidents within a week apart. First one, I actually was 14. I was working, and my coworker quartered me off. courting me off and everything, and he raped me. And I didn't tell my mother. Told my best friend. She said if I didn't tell my mother, she was going to tell her. So she went. I told my mom. Mom took me to the hospital. I got an exam, and he just tore everything up inside, tore it all up. Just tore up. And what got my mother, because I didn't feel any pain. I didn't feel anything. She was just amazed how I just went through the examination. So, okay. So they took it and questioned him, and they said, he told me that I wanted it. So that got me utterly sick and everything. And then my mom made a comment that, you must have asking for something just to come here and approach you about it. So after she did that, I just totally shut down. So I stopped working there, and then the next week,
the next week?
Well, I stopped working. I didn't get back no more. I just quit. I didn't go anywhere. Then the next week after that, my great uncle came to pick me up, and then he molested me. So, okay, from someone doing it as a total stranger to a family member, and when he did it and I came in the house, my mother, I just had the most confused expression on my face. And I tried to hide it again. And I told her, she told my dad. My dad called and told me that night, if you ever come near my daughter again, I will kill you. So.
Like a days ago.
Left that alone. So I didn't see him. He died. I never saw him again. But I went to college. And I don't know if you know anything about down south when you have like snowstorms and ice storms, things go totally out. You have no power, no nothing.
They shut down, yeah.
Shut down. So I was at a black college. I woke up, it was a storm. So we had no lights, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was walking with my line sister, and I got snatched. We got separated. And the thing is, being down there, I was 800 miles away from my family and everything like that. I was down there, and I got cornered off, and I'm trying to get out of this dorm and everything. I could not get out. Mm-hmm. So they had me trapped in the room. I think it was 6 of them. And I could not. And the problem is, they were from the city I grew up in. They were from the city and everything like that. So they had me cornered up, and I could not get out the room. So when they saw the power was coming up, they actually got me out of a window or down the steps out the back. And my sister and everything took me off campus and everything. And, I tried to brush it up. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to look back at it. I'm not even going to look back at it. So it got back to the college. The dean and some of the people on campus who were part of an organization I was part of were trying to get it where I could stay in school. So they kicked me out. And
okay, now, hold on, because I don't really want to get past the incident to the fact of, how were you affected mentally or emotionally, or both, from the first two incidents? We haven't even gotten in depth of, how did you feel about it? Did it change anything? Did it change anything that you did, the way you thought about things, anything?
Oh, yeah. To a certain extent, I developed early. So I looked older than I actually was.
Every time.
I didn't understand anything about the birth of bees, anything like that. I just had sex, but, you still don't understand the whole everything you're doing like that. So it got to the point where if my mom said, I must ask for it, it made me cover up. So even
before you let me ask you a question real quick, what was the age group from what age to what age did these three attacks happen?
14 to 19.
13 to 19, okay.
Oh, my God.
Very, very, very promiscuous years. Not saying that you were, but those are the years. out about that. Most gentlemen that go on a prowl like that, they see something that's not there. And what I mean by they see something that's not there, they can tell that there's no parental guidance. They can tell that you don't have any backbone. They can tell you ain't got nowhere to run to. They can tell you wide open. And most of the time, there's nothing you did, there's nothing you said. They just watch and observe how you act and who you around. You never probably picked up the phone to call your mama. You probably never picked up the phone to call a brother. You ain't got no man because you didn't pick up the phone and call a man. You never said you had a man. These are some of the things. Come up there. Yeah. Well, not even that. Probably wasn't none coming.
See, the thing about it was, the one thing it didn't help. What really didn't help is by my development. It still sticks me to stay, even by how I developed, how I was developed quick. I mean, titties, but I had all of that at 11. Okay? I had all at 11, so I've had all of that.
That don't make it a reason for nobody.
Well, you know what? I'm going to
interject
and say this. I'm going to interject and say this before we go further because I want everybody to be clear on one thing. Rape is not a sexual crime. It's a violent crime. So whether you were developed or not developed, and I hate the fact that you have to own so much of why did this happen to me and internalize all of that pain and trauma, but it had absolutely nothing to do with your development. It had to do that these men were predators and they were cowards, and they saw an opportunity where you were secluded and you could be victimized. So it was not a sexual crime. It was not because they were attracted to you or, felt that you deserved it or anything like that. They are sick, and they did something they wanted to hurt you. They wanted to cause you to feel fear and violate it while they had total control over that. So, just so that you know and so that everybody else knows that rape is not a sexual crime. Even though it's a sexual act, it's a crime of violence.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
That's understandable.
And then growing up, it's just when she said that, my mother told me that it affected me for simple factors that, you're growing up, they say where the girls are, the boys are, and everything like that. I was a tomboy. I'm the one wrestling, football, basketball, and everything. But just because I have, I'm being called a slut and everything. My mom didn't defend me. My brother didn't defend me. So I had no one I could actually turn to about it. Like else. So it didn't help. So I'm like, for my own sake, I got to the point like, you know what? If you can't defend me, whatever.
Okay, so keep this out. Now, women that I do know that have been raped or things of that nature, it seems like it affects them throughout their life. You know what I mean? Like, it's something in their life that, it's just not right, and it's a result of the rape or rapes in your case. And also, I've noticed that a lot of women who've been raped have, I guess, like abnormal or have difficulties when it comes to having sex or being intimate with other people.
I agree.
You know what I mean? How do you deal with that, or are you like that, or what's up with that?
No, see, one big thing I have to admit is that I used to work in domestic violence. That went through that, and we discussed it, and they asked me how did I deal with it. I said, I'm not going to become a victim. Too many women live in that moment, stay in that moment, don't get past that moment. Life goes on. Life is too short. I cannot sit up here and look at everybody's same thing. Everybody's different. Don't get me wrong. I've run into him. He did not recognize me. We're in the bank together. I recognize him. He don't recognize me. I'm frozen in fear. I don't acknowledge him. But I can't go on with my life. During that time, I've been in monogamous relationships. From 14 up into high school, I had the same boyfriend for 4 years. I was my son's father for 15 years. I have maintained long-term relationships. I just refuse to be a victim of my life because I have different things to do.
Do you ever feel, things from that situation, but you just kind of shove them off, or you kind of throw them to the back burner so you can live your life and be normal? But do you still kind of, they had to, if for you to say that you're not going to become a victim, it leaves me with the assumption that deep down inside you still have feelings about it.
I'm not going to be a victim. The only thing I know I do, I keep myself covered up. I don't leave myself out being vulnerable. Like, for instance, I'm the last person, like, going out to a club I'm looked at because I don't wear anything that's provocative. I don't wear anything that's revealing. I may have a big chest, whatever, I may have that, but I don't show everything off. I believe.
So that means you don't look good for your man?
No, that's it. I keep things covered up. My man's a different story. If you can see what under control,
if you out with your man, you will throw it on because you out with your man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because you feel safer. Yeah.
Huh?
I was saying because you feel safer. It's not like you're out by yourself and you don't feel vulnerable. Yeah.
See,
I have a question. I have a question. By that happened to you, right? Do you have daughters or you just have sons?
I have a son, and I'm gonna tell you honestly, that is my one fear.
Yeah, that's what I'm fearing of too. I got raped when I was 8, and it's like I fear now. Like I'm not gonna never let my son go to nobody's house. I don't want nobody watching him. I don't even trust my family member because when I was 8 years old, somebody touched me, and all I keep thinking about is somebody gonna touch my son, and then I'm gonna be in prison. I have a fear of that. That is like crazy. Like I'm gonna protect my son. I'm gonna kill a motherfucker. They touch my son.
That's it.
So you still remember that?
Yeah.
You still remember that well.
Right. And
so that's the question I was going to ask.
I go through milestones every year with my daughter. I cried when I found out I was having a girl because I didn't want one. I know that I was molested when I was like 5 years old, and that shit did motherfucking affect me. And when I had her, I became just overly protective of her. No, I didn't let her go to no daycare and none of that shit. You know what I mean? And not until she started talking to me and everything, because I wanted to know. I taught her about her body parts early with the say and everything. So, I think being a victim, like that. But I kind of use it as an advantage of my life now, you know what I mean?
You know what's fucked up to me, though? The simple fact that we have 4 women online and 3 women have been raped. That's what's fucked up.
Because parents don't pay attention to their kids nowadays. Women, back in the days, in our time, parents wanted to go to the club, have sex, fuck, smoke, and hang out with niggas.
And then
don't worry about their kids.
They motherfucking kids and shit.
Can I say one
thing? And then they don't pay attention when the kid trying to tell them, because I tried to tell this woman that her son was fucking me, and she didn't understand that shit, so she tied me up and beat me up for saying shit like that.
That's what happened to me. My mom.
So that's like double the pain and torture I had to deal with growing up. I'm still dealing with that shit, but like I said, I use it as an advantage. I got a chip on my shoulder towards guys, not all of them. And when I become a dominatrix for about 10 years, beating niggas' ass from that experience right there, I feel better.
Oh, shit. But can I ask y'all ladies a question?
I was going to say that. Probably have.
Now, I want to say one thing. Now, it's weird because this is hard people to swallow because my son's father was raped by his sister. She raped all him and his nephews. And he suppressed it.
I think I was, real talk, I think I was too, but I ain't give a fuck though. But I'm just keeping it real since you're speaking about it.
Right. I mean, being a sister, and he told me what happened. His sister was changing his son, and he had a flashback. His mother won't acknowledge it. Then she passed it on to her son because my son's cousin tried to do it to him. And I was away at school one day, and his grandmother came and told me what happened. And I'm not going to lie, the boy's in therapy because he hid it from his mother. his first cousin tried to do it to him, and then he tried to do it to my son.
Oh,
so
boy.
My son has not
I'm
seen
so sorry.
his cousin. He hasn't seen his son, and my son don't still understand it. And his father and I have made an agreement. That part of the family he don't need to be bothered with. And you'll be surprised, honestly. You honestly be surprised. There are more family secrets when it runs in families. It's like there's a matriarch that keeps everything hidden. Until somebody dies, there's secrets around the family. So when it came down to my uncle, I was not the first person he did that to. He does it to his granddaughters too. So my biggest fear actually was having a daughter. Having a son, I'm protective, but my thing was having a daughter. For me, having a girl, is that the reaction how I feel the way my mother treated me. I'm not gonna lie. I always wanted my mother's approval. I know I never got it. I was considered the black sheep. I'm considered the black sheep. And the only thing was her issue with me was a freaking man. That was it. I was the black sheep. I went to school, had job, everything. Only thing was a man. So my biggest fear was having a daughter. I'm gonna be her on her. I'm gonna be all that. And my thing is, even if that happened, I look at my son. I don't want him to be feared he can tell me anything. I don't want him to fear that if anything too bad, whatever. Because I'm myself scared. I have a professional license, and I'm scared I will go ballistic.
Hold on for a minute. Now, this is a question I have for all the ladies who have been violated throughout their lives. Now, I'm not judging. I swear to God, but I just talk the way I talk, and I got to say what I got to say. And okay, I got two women on here who have been violated, and one of them openly admits to being bisexual. The other one does not openly admit to being bisexual, but does admit to being in bisexual acts. Then I have another one, and like I said, I consider you one of us because I consider you a freak, and I mean that in a good way, not in a bad way, like you just doing whatever with whoever, you know what I mean? But do you think that the way you guys deal with life or the things that you have done that may be different or alternative, do you think that stuff may be a result of being violated when you were younger?
Yes.
Or no?
I know so. For me, yes. I always felt different, and different things appeal to me now that's just completely different than most folks. But I like being different. It shows how strong I am. You know what I mean? For dealing with what I dealt with and still going on with my life and seeing that's my shit. You know what I mean? I find happiness in everything that I do. You know what I mean? I made it through that. You know what I mean? I'm just working hard to make sure that I can, raise my daughter and stay sane.
Without her having to go through it.
Let me ask y'all a question. I wanted to ask a question real quick because I know we probably have female listeners and maybe some male listeners also who have been victimized. But what I've read in, different levels of psychology books is that victims, and I'm not saying that you're still a victim per se, but you've been victimized, at some point in your life. But when this trauma occurs, sometimes it could go either way in terms of taking control over your life. And some women, when they're younger, they become more promiscuous because they feel more in control because they're choosing, the acts. They're choosing to be in control of, doing what they want to do as opposed to being controlled by, the opposite sex. And some of them choose to be in homosexual
they like to dominate instead of be dominated.
Yeah, and some of them end up liking to be very controlling in the relationships, even if they're not actual relationships, even if they're just interactions on a sexual level, they choose to be in control. And, I just want to know if you feel more in control in your life now based on being in control over the actions that you do in terms of choosing, risky or I don't know what kind of, like adventurous sexual activities, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Does that kind of like numb things for you, or make you just feel more in control, more in power of your actions?
For me, honestly, I have to admit, my mom passed, and when she passed, I have to admit I went on like a rampage. In other words, I had a little stable. I had 6 I can choose from. The thing about it was I was depressed, and I would do it, and after that act, some of them were married. We were cool. It was this sex, we were good friends and everything, and relationships, it still haven't changed. But I would have sex, some were married and anything like that, and it got to the point, I was depressed and lonely. It got to the point I realized, you know what, they're getting more of it than I am, because my biggest problem was, okay, I understand you want sex and everything, and I have no problem having it. But if I call and I ask for it and I want it then. I'm not the kind of person like you, I'm just going to keep standing up, whatever like that. So I got to the point, who's getting more fun of it, me or you? So I said, fuck it. It's time for me to take control of myself. So I decided it's time for me to get selfish. In other words, I come first. Let me take care of myself first. Let me do what I need to do, because it got to the point, for the first time in my life, I was able to concentrate on me and my son. I had to concentrate, sorry for me, on no man. I was always in control of a relationship where I handled everything. For me, if a man would come in my life right now and try to even help, I would not know how to react, because I've been always doing it all the time. I want for a chance in my life to be a woman. When I mean be a woman, a man said, you are a woman. I said, no, I want to be able to be a woman. Do you know what I mean by be a woman? Do you understand what I'm talking about by being a woman?
Being pampered, being taken care of, being looked after, being treated softly, being pampered.
Yes.
I hate to sound like a Neanderthal, but like you want to be led a little, but you want to be led to the right place. Right. Like, why do I got to take care of everything? Why do I have to tell you what I want to do tonight? Why you can't make the motherfucking decisions and just take me?
Absolutely. Because
I hate attracting the same type of guy, and then they become offended that I do have this type of control over myself and be able to choose.
Tell them niggas the woman down
whatever
and
it is
man
what I'm going to do, and then they be, they offended by me. I'm tired of attracting those type of guys. I would like to attract a guy that likes to take control. We can compromise and make it do what it do. You know what I mean? But he can't be offended that this is the way that I am as a woman. You know what I mean?
Where you gonna meet me?
I'm gonna tell you one. There's one sexual act that I do. I have a hard time of men even trying to do on me, and people saying I'm out my freaking mind. I have a hard time even trying to look at a man trying to go down on me.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Wow.
I have a very hard time.
I can relate to that. I can actually relate to that.
To me,
now you have a hard time doing what?
You ain't had the right motherfucker do it. And they put some Vaseline on his lips and a little motherfucking peppermint in his mouth. It's a wrap.
Vaseline on his lips. It's not that.
Show a nigga through the Barry White on your ass.
No.
Do you think that you don't want to give that level of vulnerability to a guy? You know what I mean? If he makes you feel good in that way, you feel like we'll lose control somehow?
No, that's it, because that's the one thing I cannot control. If I
that's the way to your heart. I'm glad you told me. I can't wait to meet you.
All right.
I mean, honestly, you getting on top of everything like that, kick her back, that's fine.
You're going to learn today.
That's the only time I have tried to get up and run, okay? I've gotten up and run. I've tried to get up and run in the past. It actually took me probably 5 years ago. I asked my best friend to do it for me. And I had not had it in 7 years.
Well, wait. I hate to have to ask this question, but is your best friend a woman or a man?
Man.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I mean, we've had 12 conversations today. Shit, I'm confused.
Right, you never know.
I mean, like you said, it's a control. I mean, that's a control thing for me, and it's very personable. In other words, to do that, I have to trust you enough and feel comfortable enough. So, for instance, I look like this. I can have sex with one person. I have one person that I know we can be intimate, be passionate, have conversation. Then I walk in this fuck wild, but. Who does not sometimes want to maybe tell?
Check this out, though. Okay, you say it, you got to be all like that, and it take all that for a guy to go down on you. What about you going down on the guy? What that shit take?
Oh, for me, honestly,
yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's nothing but a bigger turn on for me to turn a man to a bitch by doing that. See,
what? Hold on.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I didn't hear that. You said.
Rewind.
I heard that right too.
What time you gonna be ready?
Again.
What time you gonna be ready?
I said, what will it take to give a man some head?
Wait, y'all. Be quiet, because I want to make sure I hear this again. Let us say it again.
Thing for me.
And say it again, baby.
I say a man turn a bitch because it's the way a man squirm. A man is just, you have him right there where you want him. There's nothing sexual in doing that. And I get a kick off that. That's a
let me say this to you. Let me say this to you right now. Nothing is you can never be in a vulnerable position, be it a man or a woman, when you ass naked and your pussy wet or your dick hard. So either way, a man is gonna be a bitch and a woman gonna be a bitch. You butt ass naked. The thing is to let go at that point. You gonna play your little role play. They're gonna say, "Bitch, who's this?" And you gonna say, "Yeah, daddy, it's you." That's what that goes to. So I don't understand what you mean by
a bitch gonna be a nigga. A bitch gonna be a nigga too, but she gonna take that dick.
What you say?
A bitch gonna be a nigga too,
right?
Because she gonna take that dick. So I'm gonna tell her, toughen up, bitch, and take this dick.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I understand how you say.
It's give and take. You know what I mean? If you ain't making your man squirm, there's something wrong.
You ain't doing it right.
To that level. Right. You want to take it to that level. If you ain't making a nigga squirm, he's somewhere squirming somewhere else.
I ain't telling you to stick your thumb in the nigga booty or nothing like that. You might get shot or shit, but
if nigga you play with his asshole, then he gay, and that's coming from me. Real talk. Because
I don't think that. I don't think that because maybe a person be freaky.
No, that's not it.
I turn into potential on a nigga. It's the rock. You ain't getting in that bitch. Real motherfucking talk. You go anywhere near that ass.
If you want to enjoy having your pussy ate, you should tell them you want your pussy ate instead of asking or waiting for them to do it. I don't have a problem telling them to
I understand
that. That gives me full control.
Yeah. But in the heat of the moment, I'm not gonna ask you, do you like your nipples rubbed? I ain't gonna ask you if you want me to pull your hair. I'm gonna try the chances make champions. I'm going to try it on my own. You're going to have to tell me no. I said this on the last show. Chances make champions. Niggas say chances make champions.
This is crazy. From the age of the time I started having sex, I didn't like getting no head. I was the type of chick that I like to do other, like, from the age 8 to 24. I always messed with chicks and always did them. I never let a chick eat me out till I was like 24 years old. And then I started letting you
always did the girls, but
and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to tell you what Lil Wayne called y'all. Lil Wayne called y'all boys. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to tell you why. I didn't let chicks do me. I didn't let nobody eat me out because when I was 8 years old, I got raped. And what happened to me was the cause of why I didn't want nobody touching me. When I used to kick it with chicks, I didn't let them touch my titties. I didn't let them suck on me. I ain't like kissing, none of that shit. Even when I did explore to have sex with a nigga every blue moon, I didn't let them eat me out, or I didn't suck dick either because I felt like I ate pussy better than I sucked dick. And then when I turned 24, I let this one person do me, and I was sprung like, dude, this what I've been missing out on. I'm like, I was pissed off. Like,
so you know what we call you?
The weird part about it.
People like you, Lamont, you big dummy.
But look, this is the weird part about it is the cause of me getting touched as a kid.
I'm not gonna lie because after I had my best friend do it for me, I think I slept for like 3 days. I mean, I felt the best. I slept like a freaking baby. If I knew,
you know what?
Hold on, let me tell y'all something right quick.
Check this out. I'm sorry to cut it off, but we got to go. We out of time, and I love this show, so I'm going to give a special shout-out to our motherfucking callers, Kiki and Miss Karma. I'm going to give a shout-out to our interviewer. I'm going to give a shout-out to Lady KD, Flawless, Sweets, and you already know your main shit stain, Lady motherfucking Cushionberry, and I'm sorry to do this, but we out this motherfucker. It's DCR motherfucker radio. You know how we motherfucking do, and we don't stop it, all right? So we out this bitch. Holla back.
You are now listening to DC Radio.
No, I'm not a killer. No, I'm not a killer. No, I'm not a killer. You ain't fucking with me. 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 Come on. Going full throttle, man.